Hello and welcome to Thursday's edition of Cracking the Cryptic and one of the funniest ideas for a puzzle we have ever seen on the channel. This puzzle on screen is by VikingPrime. It's called Decoy Snail. And this harks back to a meme that I know will be familiar to many of you, which I think cropped up on the internet in around 2014, in which, on a podcast, it was discussed whether people, if offered the choice, would take $10 million and immortality, but at the cost of being chased forever by an assassin snail that was immortal as well. So I mean, it's just mind-blowing how this is a thing. But yeah, so there's the sort of snail that would sort of crawl around, obviously very slowly. But if it touched you once, you would die, and your immortality would cease to be. You would instantly be killed. But on the other hand, if you could steer clear of the immortal snail assassin, yeah, life is good. Life is good. Anyway, apparently this has been, I think it's been revived a bit on TikTok recently, and a follow-up meme, or a follow-up to this meme, was the discussion about whether, if you were in this situation, and who's to say we won't be in this situation at some point in our lives, couldn't you just catch the immortal snail assassin and put it in a box? And then somebody apparently replied to that, aha, but what if it was a decoy snail? And that would obviously be a bad thing. You'd have locked the decoy snail in a box where the real snail was still coming to get you. And anyway, this puzzle is based upon that. It involves Chiki the Monkey. It's very Rat Run-esque, actually. If you enjoy the puzzles of Marty Sears, it has a 100% approval rating on Logic Masters Germany, where I think it is getting a lot of love. I mean, VikingPrime's puzzles are brilliant. They're normally quite difficult, actually. This has got 4 stars out of 5 for difficulty, so I'm anticipating having to battle. But yeah, this is what we're going to try in today's video. And frankly, if this puzzle is even remotely decent, and it must be, it's got a perfect rating, then just hats off to VikingPrime for coming up with this as an idea. I am tickled pink by it. Now, let me just think. Have I got anything else to tell you? Oh, we haven't drawn the winner yet of May's competition. I'll try and do that tomorrow. So tomorrow at night's video, we should be able to announce the winner. I have got some birthdays to do and some thank yous to say. Is there anything else? There probably is. I can't remember what those. So let me do the birthdays. I will start by saying a very happy 22nd birthday to Anna-Lena from your parents, Hendrik and Karen. And Anna-Lena, I think we may have had correspondence before. You may be known as Venny. I'm not sure if that's true, but you might be, and hopefully that will narrow down, because I mean, goodness knows how many Anna-Lenas watch the channel. Probably not many, actually, but Anna-Lena, I hope you have a great birthday today, of course, and I hope it is filled with large amounts of heavily iced chocolate cake. Somebody who's not having chocolate cake for their birthday is John. John is turning 37 today, describes himself as a bit of a loner. I think we're all a bit of a loner at some level, John. But John is having chocolate brownies when he gets home from work to celebrate his birthday. So John, many happy returns. I hope the brownies are good. Next we'll go to Germany, where Felix and Carlotta, 2 twins, are turning 19 today. And I know this because your classmate Bennett wrote to us, insisting that the 2 of you are going to be having chocolate cake, and describing you both in most positive ways. Let me tell you, Felix apparently is a genius at music, and Carlotta a genius at science and technology. So many happy returns to the 2 of you. I hope you have a great birthday and enjoy this chocolate cake that Bennett knows about. That's actually all the birthdays, but I want to do a couple of thank yous. A thank you to Laura over there in Maryland, who sent me a video featuring the sound of the bird noise in her garden, which was terrific. So some of you may have noticed when I have my window open, there is some bird noise coming in through the window. I sort of look out onto some trees and woodland from where I am, so there is a great deal of noise. In fact, last night there was a great deal of noise from a very loud owl that hooted continuously for about an hour. Anyway, that's by the by. Thank you, Laura, for sending me that, and thank you to Sampath for writing to me and discussing our mutual love of Mark Knopfler and the music of Dire Straits. I did enjoy your email, and thank you for writing to us. And with that said and done, let's go and do battle with Decoy Snail by VikingPrime, and I will read you the rules of this one. Graphics are superb, by the way. We've got Chiki the Monkey has taken the forbidden bargain. He has obtained immortality and vast wealth, but will forever be hunted by a snail assassin who will draw ever closer. Help keep Chiki alive while he collects his earnings and settles in for the night. Fill the 9x9 grid so that every row, column and marked 3x3 box contains the digits 1 to 9 without repeats. Mangoes separate 2 consecutive digits, while coconuts separate 2 digits where one is double the other. Not all fruit has been given. Right, that's a coconut. I can see that. I don't know is that a mango or is that a strawberry? Hang on, let me just read the rest of the rules. I should have read the rules properly before I turned on the webcam. Then I'd have had a clue what's going on. Is that a mango? Coin, gold coin. Or is that the mango? No, it must be on the border of a cell. That must be a mango. I'm sorry, I don't really know what a mango looks like. I'm so embarrassing. Okay, I think the red thing is a mango. And okay, so the mango. So if that's right, and let's say that was a 2, this would either be 1 or 3 to be consecutive with the digit 2. And on a coconut, if this is a 2, this would either be 1 because 2 is double 1, or 4 because 4 is double 2. And that's how I think mangoes and coconuts work. Right, and then we have to draw a path for Chiki through the centre of grid cells towards the feast of fruit awaiting him. That's that rather than that, presumably. Chiki may move orthogonally or diagonally if there is room to do so, but may not revisit or cross his own path, nor can he pass through any bright blue maze walls. So it is very Rat Run-esque. Okay, so look, so for example, Chiki could move diagonally there. Look, there's loads of space to do it. Or there. Or there. Or there. But there's lots of places where that would be. So I see the maze walls are really good actually in this, aren't they? That's clearly impossible because of that nice sort of wall piece at the end of that stretch. The snail that hunts him has spoiled one of the digits in the grid. This forbidden digit, the poison digit, must be avoided at all costs. Chiki's path is separated by box borders into segments. Each segment acts as a thermometer and must strictly increase numerically from where he enters the bulb. From where he enters the bulb, in brackets, to where he leaves, brackets, the tip. So we're going to build thermometers. So if we sort of went through like that, let's say Chiki is moving south to do that, this would be the smallest digit, then it would get higher, higher still, higher again, and then maximal there as we went round the pathway. Okay, Chiki must collect all gold coins, which represent an almost complete set of the digits 1 to 9, excepting, of course, the poison digit. Right, so have we got 8 gold coins? Yes, we do. So that makes sense. Okay, so there's going to be a digit that's not on a gold coin, but only one digit. These must also be collected in numerical order, starting low and ending high. Okay, so we're going to have to collect these in order, depending on what the numbers are. You may think this task trivial. I definitely don't think it's trivial. I think even just remembering the rules is a non-trivial task. But do not become overconfident, for there's yet one problem. Oh, decoy snail. Decoy snails are safe to cross, of course, but what if it isn't a decoy? What? So is that related to that? That looks like a snail. So is that saying we don't know whether this is a bad snail or a good snail? But it could, okay, it could be the assassin snail, in which case we mustn't go through the cell. But if it was a decoy snail, we could go in the cell. But how are we going to know? That is the end of the instructions, so that's a bit weird. Maybe it's whether there's a whatchamacallit, a poison digit. So if the oh, in fact, it almost looks like there's a gold coin on the snail's back, doesn't it? So I wonder if that's the point. If we can prove the snail has the poison digit on it, then obviously we mustn't go through the snail. Yeah, that's the best I can think of for how we're going to know whether or not this is the snail assassin, the immortal snail assassin. Do have a go. I mean, what an idea. The way to play is to click the link under the video as usual, but now I get to play. Let's get cracking. Now, okay, I'd say let's get cracking. There were quite a lot of rules there. I'm just going to quickly whiz through them again. Okay, so we've got the mangoes, the coconuts. I'll remember those. We've got to draw the path. There's the bad digits we must never go through. There's the thermometer when we go through segments. And we've got to go through all the gold coins in order, but we don't know what the order is. Right, okay. Okay, well that must be the last gold coin, mustn't it? Because we've got to go into the fruit there. There is no way, is there? I'm just wondering whether or not you could do something mad like... No, because you cross the path, wouldn't you? Yeah, okay, so I think we must do that at the end, or that, or, you know, we're going to leave the grid from this coin. So that coin, it's either the digit 9, or it's the digit 8, if the digit 9 is the poison digit, is what I'm going to allege. Now, do you then have to go to that one? I think I'm probably doing this backwards. I'm probably meant to start with the monkey, but let's just think about that. So if yeah, okay. There is no way I don't go to this coin immediately, or maybe not immediately, but what I don't do is sort of come in here and go there, and then somehow come into this box again and out of it again in order to get back here. There's only one entrance and one exit from box 3. And to go in and out of the box, which would be required if I sort of don't get this on the final visit, would use up that entrance and exit, and I couldn't then re-enter the box to finally exit. So, I must... Right, so this digit is 8 or 7, depending again on whether or not... Yeah, it depends whether the nasty missing digit is one of these options. Now we could then go here. Or we could go here. Let's try it the other way. So the monkey's going to come in here. It's definitely going to this cell. And the monkey can't do anything too exotic because it must miss the poison digit in box 7. But in fact, I see from where the exits are, it never has the opportunity to totally visit the whole box anyway. It's not actually that obvious to me where to start this. I suppose that digit, what's the minimum? You could do 4 cells, so this cell can't be bigger than 6. I mean, that's because it has to be a thermo. Okay, look here. That has to, we have to get that coin, and that looks like we have to do that. We have to get this coin, don't we? So we'll have to come in there and go out there. We'll have to get this coin. So we'll have to come or go out there and then come in and go out there. Right, so that's a passageway. Right, the monkey goes through. What were the coconuts? The coconuts were... Yes, okay, the coconuts are black dot equivalents, aren't they? One digit is double the other. So there's, okay, so this corner digit is odd. We know that. The way I'm seeing that is that a black dot digit, one side of it, either both sides of it are even, or one of the digits is even, because obviously one of the digits is double the other, so it can be expressed as 2x. So the point here is, if these were both odd, which is possible, they would have to be the digits 1 and 3, because the only black dot digits that are allowed in Sudoku are the digits 1 and 3. 5, 7 and 9, if you put them on a coconut, they would... half of them isn't a non-integer, and double them is a non-Sudoku number, like 10, 14, 18. So these can't both be odd, and they are on a strawberry, on a mango. So the parity here is going to oscillate. It's going to go one parity, the opposite parity, and return to the original parity. And because these can't both be odd, they must therefore both be even. The corner digit is odd. And can we do better than that? And from one, from one direction, 2, 4, 5. Yeah, I see. Right, actually, I've overcomplicated this. Because we have to continually ascend, we've got to be very careful about how we do this. And in fact, I just tried 2 in my head. It won't work. Because if we go 2, 4, 5, 6 like this to ascend, this digit's going to be a 3 because it's the only digit that can partner a 6 on a coconut, excuse me. So similarly, if we go even higher than that and we got 8 here, we'd go down to 4. That won't work. So I think whichever way round we go, is going to be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, and it's going to be in one order or the other. So it's going to be 1, 2, and this is, well, that's 3 in the corner, that's 3 in the spotlight, losing its origin. So that is quite early on in Chiki's path, isn't it? Now, what do we do with that? I don't know. And how do we know? Oh, well, okay. No, sorry. This is, again, I've overcomplicated it. It's not like me, is it? Right. This cell is not the start of this segment, because that would imply that there is some route through the puzzle that gets Chiki to here so that Chiki can go in this direction. But if there is such a path, then whatever that looks like, however complicated it looks, it creates a wall, doesn't it? Let me just darken those cells. You can see that's a wall, and and Chiki is not allowed to cross his own path. So that's impossible. So the path must go up this way, and therefore we can do something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9 here. And now this naughty old digit has only got 3 options. It's 5, 6 or 7. Because the path has taken in a 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 and 9. So Right. So now that is the naughty digit. And I know it's a 5, 6 or 7. And how do I know this is the naughty digit? Well, it's because I've got to get this coin. And yes, there are ways to do that through here in which I take all the cells. But I can't take all the cells, because if the path consists of all the cells in box 1, there is no poison digit in box 1, but there must be a poison digit. And it is therefore there. So the path goes like this, and this is a poison digit. And these digits are from 5, 6, 7 and 9. And we can't put 9 in the middle, or 5 in the middle of the sequence, because this has to operate as a thermometer in one direction or the other. It is Harry Styles, isn't it? It must be consistent. So if sorry, let me just mull this over for a moment. Actually, it's not very easy to know. If that doesn't turn, then there's a big old segment in box 4. Oh, hang on. No, much more straightforward. Right, there is one naughty digit, and that means that the flow of the golden coins is going to be almost continuous, isn't it? It's going to go something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, miss a 7, 8, 9. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, miss 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So what the flow doesn't do is go from 6 or 7 to 3. That is not going to work. So that is not linked up. That is not linked up. That doesn't mean it goes there, because it could go diagonally. But now this little segment here can't, because it can't turn, it goes straight on. And therefore, right, so therefore this, I'm going to claim, is a 1 or a 2. Because it's coming before 3. Because we must be travelling in this direction, mustn't we? Because this was lower. So we've entered here, exited here. So if this is a segment, we've entered here, we've exited here. Okay, this is a 2. Right, look at Chiki now. Chiki has to get out of box 7. I've no idea. I've absolutely no idea how Chiki is going to achieve such a thing. But I do now know how Chiki gets out. Chiki must come out here. I was just looking at this again. I haven't misread that, have I? I don't think I have. I think Chiki... I was suddenly looking at this thinking, because I can't see the grid lines very well, but I think Chiki definitely does that. Yeah, that's right. That must be right. Okay, so now Chiki enters box 7 here, exits here because there's only one exit that's now valid, hits a gold coin, which must axiomatically, it's the first gold coin. So it must have a number lower than this gold coin, and the only number it could be then is 1. So that is 1, that is 2. This has to get to this in some sort of method. It looks like it's going to go straight up there, but well, if VikingPrime is anything like Marty Sears, it won't do that. It'll sort of go on a ridiculous journey through a snail, probably. So now this would be so obvious. I'm trying to work out. I tried to do this a couple of minutes ago without speaking about it, and I couldn't do it. I'm trying to do it again now. I sort of feel like I must be able to know the direction of travel of this segment here. Like, is it going up to a 9 here, or is it going up to a 9 here? And I feel very stupid that I don't. It's going to be a spy. No, okay, I can see it. I think if this was the 9, how could that be? Because the path. This is a bit. It's a bit meta, this, but the path is going to go broadly like this, yeah, and then it's going to have to get somehow to this square to pass this way through box 1 to that square, to that square, to that square. And you can see that if it did that, if it gets to this square from here, it's going to make a sort of trapped in spiral. It's almost like it's making the sort of helix on the back of a snail. And that can't be. I wonder if that's deliberate. That, you know, you can't do that because you'll be trapped in. So let's say you took a circuitous route and you went round here, through there. You can see now there's no way to get the snail out of this. It's been trapped in. So I think what we're meant to realise is that that's not the 9. So this is the 9. So this is lower than 7. It goes 5 or 6, 6 or 7, 9, and then out here, where it could go into this one. I don't think it has. I'm not sure. I'm not sure actually. Oh, can we label these up then? They can't have a multitude of options. 1, 2, 3. That's the final. These two are the final ones. This we know doesn't go here. It's got to go and pick up some coins before it does that. See, the thing is, I think I can see ways it could do something. It could do mad stuff, couldn't it? I mean, there may be reasons this doesn't work, but that's just an example of how I could see some weird route working. I don't think, in other words, I don't think it's necessary that this rushes straight for this gold coin. Oh, okay. So this digit, whatever that digit is, where does it go in this box? And the answer is in one of those two cells. So one of these two cells is not visitable by the path. One of these two cells is not visitable by the path. So this is never on the path. This cell here. That you cannot visit that. Because to get into that cell you will visit. You'll have to visit both of the naughty old cells. Oh, hang on. Oh, no. Yes, of course. So sorry. Being dumb again. Right. Oh, no, I am not. Actually, I haven't been dumb. No, I haven't been dumb. It depends how this moves. I thought it would be a good idea to try and place 1 in box 4. Maverick's about to fly over. Hopefully not about to drop a snail. And if this path does go south and goes out there, then that would have to be the 1. Because we'd have to put the 1 on a thermo, if you like, and it can't go on this one because this is at least a 2. So let's pencil mark this. It's against my better nature to do this, but let's try it. That's at least 3. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 3, 5 or 6 into that square. Then this is 4, 5, 6 or 7, I think. Oh, okay. I'm going to just carry on with this for a moment because something I've just thought is... I mean, there are... I can't... If that's 5, that would have to be 9 because we can't put 5, 6 and 7 on this stretch because then there'd be no poisonous digit. Oh, hang on. No, forget all this. Let's I see something else. Right, this cell sees 1, 2, and 3, so that's at least a 4. 5, 6, 7. So it's 4, 5, or 6. Don't think it can be bigger than 6 because it's got to get to the edge, and it's going to take 4 cells minimum to get to the edge. In fact, no, it's going to take 4 cells exactly because it can't go in here. So it's either doing that or it's doing that. So it is taking 4 cells. So if this was a 6, that would be a 9, and that is possible. Oh, bobbins, there's something going on here, isn't there? 4, 5, 6. 2 in this box is a little bit restricted. Yeah, for example, if this was a 2, then that would force this path to go upwards to dodge it, because obviously 2 would be smaller than the initial digit on the thermo. Sorry, I've now got stuck. It's not surprising. Maybe I have to label these. These are 4, 5, 6, or 7, aren't they? 1, 2, 3. They can't be as much as 8 because this is a maximum of 8. And this comes after them on the path. So these are 4, 5, 6, or 7. Wow. Okay. So what do you think we do now? I have not got a Scooby-Doo. I've got nothing. If that was 6, it would go 7, 8, 9, and then the naughty digit would have to be 5, because 6 and 7 would be on the path. Golly, I don't know. Is this in some way straightforward? Oh, okay. Here, yes, right. This is an 8, and sorry, that's totally obvious as well. But I hadn't appreciated it until I. So, okay, what I should have done, the way I should have thought about this, is to say, okay, Once we knew that the bad digit was a 5, 6 or a 7, we knew at that point, if I thought about it, that 8 was on the path. Well, given that we know that's the penultimate coin, that therefore had to be an 8. Now also, here's another thought. 4 is definitely on the path. And 4, because 5, 6 or 7 is the missing coin, now 4 has to come after this. So can this get there and then there? I don't see how it can. I might be wrong, but that looks mad. It can't, and then there. No, there's no way. There is no way you can get from here to this coin without getting to this coin and then back through. You know, it's sort of ludicrous. You'd have to do something like that, which clearly crosses itself. So this is big. This is big because that means I think that's 4. And it means this is going there now. It means this is 5, 6 or 7. And these are a sort of weird triple of 3 different digits. In fact, it means no, it means more than that. It means that digit is that digit. Because we can't have a duplication on coins. So whatever this is, this isn't. And this obviously isn't that one. So in that panoply, that's a 5. This is a 5, 6, 7 triple here, isn't it? Those 3 cells are a 5, 6, 7 triple. That's one of those, but it can't be the coin one, and it can't be the purple one. So those are the same, and that is not a 7. So we go. Of course. Right. So this is brilliant. This is brilliant. Oh no, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. Oh, well, it's still brilliant setting. I was going to say, hang on, I've got to go from there to there. Well, or... No, I do have to do that. Because if I don't and I come down here, then I've got to go up there and cross myself. So I am going straight from here to here. This digit is lower than 4, and it has to allow space for some intermediate digit or digits to exist. Now the problem here is it could go diagonally, so it could be 1, 2, 4, or it could be 1, 3, 4. Oh, no, it can't. There's a 1 there. Aha! So that's 2. So there's a 3 in one of... Oh, here we go. It's done. There must be a 3 in between the 2 and the 4, and the corner digit tells us the order. So that's how we go. Now this has to turn down or it'll cross the path. So now do I know what it is? I know that. Oh no, this is beautiful. Right, now I know this doesn't turn right because it's going to hit this coin. It's going to make a loop in the path. So that goes down and then across here. Very close to the naughty snail. This can't go down there, so it must turn right. It can't go up or it would be trapped, so it goes there. And this can't go in there or it'll never get out, or to put it another way, we'd never get back in. So the path does that, I think. We're doing okay. Now, okay, so now this is higher than 4. It's 5, 6, 7 or 8, I think. That's another ludicrous pencil mark, but forgive me for that. It's got to be, it can't be the purple digit, obviously, because it's on the path. And then we reset the count here. So this is a digit lower than, well, obviously lower than 6. It can't be 4. So 1, 2 or 3. Can't be 5 because it would go 5, 6 and this would be broken. So this is 2, 4 or 5. Sorry, I realise I've stopped speaking. I'm just trying to understand if that's a useful thought. So this is not purple now in this box. This is the purple digit because that's the only cell now in box 4 that's not on the path. And now, where's the 1 in this box? It must be the lowest position on a segment, so it is there. Okay. So, is it possible for that to be a 4? Oh, if it's not, that's a 4. Oh, I don't know. 1, 2. Either that's a 3 or that's a... So 3 is in one of those two positions. That is true. Ah, no, I just want to pencil mark it. So 3 is in one of these 3 positions. 5 is in one of those 2 positions. And... oh, is that right? I've got a 5, 6, 7 triple in column 3. So I need 1, 3, 4, 9 into these. Oh, that looks interesting, actually. Let's just put that in. Okay, that can't be a 1. That can't be a 1. This can't be a 3. Why do I think that's not a 3? Yeah, that's right, because this is... I need 2 on the segment. So that is 4 or 9. Oh, but this is 9. Oh, this is beautiful. Good grief. Yeah, because to get the squirrel out, I mean the monkey out, to get the monkey out, this digit must be higher than the monkey's start. So the only option now is 9. So this is 4. So that is not 4. So this isn't 5 and this isn't 6. And we can take 4 and 9 out of these squares. So they become a 1, 3 pair. Which, yeah, that's no use, is it? We can't go down into a 1 or a 3 here if we're starting from 4, 5, 6. So the path does this. This is not a 2. This square is higher than 4. So it's 5, 6, or 7. So, and this digit is 6, 7, or 8. It feels like we should be able to do something there, doesn't it? Oh, where's 9 in box 4? It's got to be here. It's got to be at the end of its segment. This digit is a 3 because it's got to lie between 1 and 4 and it can't be 2. So this digit is not a 3. So this digit is not a 5 anymore. And this digit is not a 6. So we've got some sort of ascending sequence here. Oh, it's better than that. Where's 8? 8's got to be here. So... yeah. That is interesting as well. So now that I think those 3 digits are the same digit, but I might be wrong about that. I'm just going to think that through. The reason I think that is that this digit is definitely lower than this digit, isn't it? And it's on the path. So yeah, those 2 are definitely the same digit. Definitely. Now, along this path, this is the naughty digit, so these 2 digits are on this path, and that's the lower one. So it is, I think it's fairly clear, actually. So that digit and that digit are the same. That could be that digit, couldn't it? Oh, this can't be the purple digit now, because the purple digit is definitely not on the path. So that is the purple digit. This digit is... It's one of these digits. It's A, isn't it? Or is it... No, it is A. Because A by Sudoku is... oh, well, is it actually? Hang on. Yeah, it is A. Because B is in this column. But that is a 5, 6, 7 digit, so it's one of those, and the only one it can be is A, and that's going to restrict it. Well, it's going to restrict it to 5 or 6. So this is a 5, 6, 7 triple, and that is a 4 in the corner. Good grief. Now, okay. And hang on, we're going, so this is a lower digit than this. So yeah, here we go. This is where you look now. Look at this cell. It's beautiful. It sees 1, 2, 3 and 4. So it's got to be 5, 6, 7. Can it be 8? Please don't let it be 8. Can it really be 8? I mean, that's just rotten, frankly. And that's therefore 6, 7, 8 or 9, but not 8. Oh, that's so, that's just awful. I can't believe it. Okay, so, right, 4 is in these squares. 3 is in these squares. 2 is, okay, sorry, that's that's a very long-winded way of seeing 2, 3 and 4 here and 2, 3 and 4 here. So 2, 3 and 4 here. Oh, actually, how do we ever get into this box? You can't go through here now. So we have to go up through there. And then left or right. Yes, so we can't have, this can't be a 4. Because when it turned left or right, it would go into a lower digit. This is 2 or 3. And it goes left or right, and then up at some point into here. In fact, because it's a thermo and these are adjacent numbers, it must go like that, mustn't it? We don't know what sort of rinky-dinkage it's doing in box 3, but it must go straight from the 8 to the 9 from a thermometer perspective. Okay, so the next trick, come on brain, think of something. What could we do? Is it something to do with where the poison digit... Oh, hang on, here's something. That's not a 1. That sees a 1 on in its row, so that's not a 2. Does that matter? 8 is in one of these cells. 8 is in one of those cells. Could it be here? That's the last cell on its thermo, isn't it? Oh dear, I don't know what to do now. So we go through here, we don't know whether we're allowed to hit the snail. So if the snail is purple, then there's a purple in one of those. I'm not really seeing how to make progress here. I don't think I can do enough Sudoku in this box. Is that wrong? 1, 2, 5, 6? Let's just put that in and just stare at it for a moment. 2, hang on, that's actually wrong. It's not 1, 2, 5, 6 either, is it? It's 1, 5, 6, 7 bobbins. 5 is in one of those. Okay, so these are not 5. These are 1, 6, 7. And whichever way we go, because we're either going to pop up here or pop up here, we're going to pop up into a 6 or a 7. Not a 1. Although in this row, look, I am now noticing 1 is in one of those squares. So 1 is in one of those 2 squares, and these are from 5, 6, 7. So these relate in some way. Well, they're those digits, and they're either labelled A or B or purple. Yeah, the 6 or 7 that we go into here is clearly... Well, does it have to be... Yeah, it's B, isn't it? So there's B in one of those. And the reason I think that must be true is that clearly these can't be the purple digit, because the purple digit we can't go through. And they're not A, but they are from 5. The 6 or 7 is one of 5, 6 or 7, so it is B, and B is now up here along with a 1 pencil mark. So I was about to say A can't go on its own thermo, but it can if it's in a different segment. So these digits are from 1, 5, 6, because A is 5 or 6. But that's... No, I was about to say that's going to give us it, but it doesn't, because B is not 5 or 6, B is 6 or 7. I was about to get very excited. Yeah, so all we know is that 5 is up here. Bobbins. Oh dear, okay. But how am I going to make progress then? This digit is how we're going to make progress, because that digit is the start of a segment, but it is not by Sudoku 1, 2, 3 or 4, so it's at least 5. Now how long is the segment? Yeah, okay, this is late stage. This is late stage journey, isn't it? Because we've just gone through a 6 or a 7 coin on our way to this coin. That's the next coin we visit. So we are not going down into this. So we don't go down. We either go into the snail or we go down. But this digit is at least 5. Now, can it be as high as, say... Oh, it can't be 8, actually. It can't be 8 by Sudoku. So it's 5, 6 or 7. And it's on the path. So it is... Oh, this is ridiculous. VikingPrime, this is ridiculous. This has to be B. Which means it's not 5. Which means... Right, got it. Where is the purple digit in column 4? Remember, it can't be on a line segment. And it can't be in its own row, so it is there. And that looks beautiful to me, because now that in column 4 is a 5, 6, 7 triple, which means this is an 8, this is a 9, this is not an 8. Come on, that must do something. This is A, because it's not B by Sudoku, and it is on the path. Now, so B is up here, A is here. This has to be purple, doesn't it? There must be a purple in box 2. And then there's a purple up there. And I don't know which of those is purple, but I know that this is a purple A pairing. And purple... Oh, purple is not now the snail. Yeah, that's going to be important, isn't it? So we can go through the snail, I think. I think we're allowed to, because it can't be the poisonous digit. So this digit is not 8 by Sudoku. I mean, it looks like that's just got to go straight up, doesn't it? From the 1 to the 2. Is this obvious? It probably is obvious. How do I do this? 6, 7. So the next digit that we're going to visit from this cell, which is one of these two cells, which I can't even see very well, is 7, 8, or 9. No. I'm sure this is obvious now. I just can't see how to do it. Is it obvious? Is it obvious? Okay, I've got... I see. So I've got 5, 6, 7 triple in column 4. So the digits I've not put in here are 3 and 4 into those two. 3 and 4. So if I don't know. I'm sorry. I can't. I mean, I want that to go straight up, and then that would be the only cell on its segment. But if this did go this way or this way, it could do either. Eventually it would have to make its way. In fact, we'd have to avoid one of these, wouldn't we? So I don't think I could go up there, because then this would go out. Both of these cells would end up on the path. But I don't see why this couldn't be a 1, for example. Probably is a 1. Oh dear. Alright, so there's a purple in one of those. And I have no clue what to do next. I'm sorry if this is obvious. 5 is in this domino. Yeah, that seems to be true. 5 is in this domino. Four, 5. Golly, I don't know. This is really... I'm really stymied here. Maybe we take it back to first principles. So we're here. Eventually we've got to end up on that specific cell, and I don't think we can do it by going up through there. We can never take this. Can't go to that cell, because that would force this cell not to be purple. This would be purple, and the only way of getting this out would be via this purple. So this either goes here or directly here. Now if it goes here, how does it get there? It would have to go up that channel. But I don't think there's much pressure on the levels of these digits. Now, golly, I'm not seeing it. I'm really conscious of the fact that my brain is not telling me how to do this. A is in one of those 3 cells, for what that's worth. Maybe we can do some Sudoku. B is in one of those 3 cells. Ah. Oh, is that right? I hope that is true. Okay, I worked out this was B some time ago. So by Sudoku, B is over here. And A is here apparently, and that's the purple digit. Now remember that A, B and the purple are a 5, 6, 7 triple. So there is a 5, 6, 7 triple in these cells. And that cell is therefore a 4. So that cell is therefore a 4. That cell is a 3. That cell, that has done things. It's done much more than I was expecting it to. It's now getting seriously difficult for this cell to be on the path leading to that cell. It would now have to be a 1. It might be possible. I'm not saying it isn't. I'm just trying to think it through. Okay, so what does this mean? It means that 3 is up here by Sudoku. And this line segment here, well, how does that work? Do we come straight across? You see, it's very tempting. If we could go straight through the snail, we could just go there. And that looks... it looks quite persuasive, doesn't it? But I don't know that looking quite persuasive is the same thing as it being persuasive. Oh, okay, that's a message about eating, so I need to be a bit careful here, but I don't actually think I'm very close to a finish. Really don't. Right, okay, so let's think. Right, let's label up. Oh no, hang on. Hang on. Remember that purple is 5, 6 or 7, so there's a 5, 6, 7 triple in box 5. The snail can't be visited. Oh, that's sick. Oh gosh, it's sick. It's not for what I thought. I thought the puzzle was based around whether or not the snail was a poison digit. But I think the snail is now not visitable, not because of that. It's 1 or 9 by Sudoku. Because in this box, there's 2, 3, 4, 5. The 5, 6, 7 triple inhabits 3 of those 4 cells. So this is 1, 8 or 9, but it can't be 8. So it's 1 or 9, and it's right in the middle of the box. So it can't be on a segment. It's unvisitable, not for the reason that it's a poison digit, but because it's got an impossible value. So does that mean that that is the immortal snail? I don't know, but it's not visitable. So this has to go downwards. Yeah, it's got to go there. And now this has to... so the only way of getting that up is to do that. And this digit here is bigger. Well, this is... oh, no, actually, I'm not sure. It's definitely not 5, 6 or 7, so it is 8 or 9. So... I don't know what that means. I'm so sorry. Is this obvious? I don't know. Good grief. I don't know. Okay, let's try keeping track of our A's and B's a little bit better. A is there. Do we know anything about... oh, is that A? That seems to be A, so A is not here, actually. So... Right, what does that mean? Right. Is this true? I'm not sure what I'm about to say is true, but it might be, and it would be interesting if it is. Okay. Okay, this is really cool. I don't think... Yeah. Okay, here is the question. Is it possible for Chiki the Monkey to never go into box 8 in this puzzle? Now, if Chiki the Monkey did never go into box 8, he's here at the moment. So he would have to go chasing along here, wouldn't he, in order to get up. But in doing that, he will visit a purple cell. Because the only way he can run straight in this direction is if this cell is not purple. But then by Sudoku, purple will be in one of those 3 cells. So he will bump into a purple cell, which is impossible. So we're now going to claim, I don't know how, but Chiki must go downwards. And once... Okay, and he can't do a loop-the-loop, because that's going to give exactly the same problem. So the only way of avoiding this problem is going to be to go into box 9. So that is a forced segment. That is a forced segment. And now, once you're here, you can't double back on yourself or you'll never get out. So you go that way and that way. And now... Now I don't know what to do, but that was very exciting. Yeah, so now surely... Where's purple in box 6, I want to ask, because it's not in its own row, and it's not on a line segment, so it's in one of those 3 cells. Now that means where's purple in box 9, or column 9, I suppose. The only place it can go is here. So that's definitely not a 4, because we know purple is 5, 6, or 7. Now, that's a strawberry. I was hoping it was going to be a coconut for a moment, because it would have been a 6 then. So 5, 6, or 7. It doesn't go into a 4, but it's on a strawberry. So this is 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. I mean, it's a ludicrous pencil mark again, but forgive me. It's not 9, actually, because it's only 5, 6, or 7. So, what does all this mean? I don't know. Not sure yet. But it might be exciting, mightn't it? What? But the A digit was the 5 or the 6. Now, golly gosh, I don't really know how to... It's funny, I mean, those deductions I don't think are that daft, but I don't really see how to take it forward. How do we make more progress? How long? I've had 1 hour and 8 minutes. That's not too bad. I mean, I don't think that's too bad. I don't feel, as you know, sometimes you solve and you think, oh, I'm making a complete Horlicks of this. I feel like I'm making only a modest Horlicks of this. No, that doesn't preclude me making a complete Horlicks of it, of course. That could still be to come. But we don't want to make a Horlicks of it. We want to spot something relatively straightforward. I mean, this segment here is quite a lengthy segment, isn't it? It's at 1, 2, 3. If it does a diagonal, it's 4. So this digit, if it's not a 1, I mean, there is a 4 in one of those cells. If that's a 4, that has to be a 1. But if this is a 4, this could be 5, 6, or 7. No, it actually couldn't. No, this can't be 9, can it? Ah, this can't be 3, because that is at least a 4-cell segment, so it's not a 3. So this is 8 or B. Now B is 6 or 7, so this digit is 6, 7, or 8. And it's not, it's not 8. There we go. I didn't realise this. So this is B. It must be B. It's not A, and it's not purple. So that's a 5, 6, 7 triple in this row. Right, so this is a 3, 8 pair. So, well, what does that mean? So if that was 4 now, that would be 5 or 6. Oh, this is gorgeous. Right, where's the 4? Oh, this is so sick. Right. Actually, 4 maybe doesn't have to be on it. But if 4 isn't on it, then it's the same problem. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. I think this is a 4. Now, my rationale for that is if this is a 4, the minimum value of this is 5, but it has to stay lower than 7 here. So it would go 5, 6, 7. 3 digits that are on the segment, but one of 5, 6, 7 is not allowed to be on the segment. So that doesn't work. So this is not 4. If this is 4, we're in the same problem. This is 5 or 6. This is 6 or 7. So it would have to go 5, 6, 7 again. It doesn't work. So the idea, I think, is that's 4. And now this is lower than 4 and isn't 2 or 3. So that's 1. And this isn't 4. Whoops. Oh, come on. That. Okay, so this is 4. So this is 4. Now 4 is on a coconut. So this is 2 or 8. It's not 8 by Sudoku. So that's 2. That's 2. 4, 5. This is 5, 6, 7, or 8. Oh no. 5, 6, 7, or 8. Ah, no, I'm wrong. Bobbins. Okay, but that's still exciting. Oh, this is very exciting, because now this is 3, so it's got to go into the 4 and then up, which means this square is definitely not the 1. So this is the 1. So, wow, 1 is in one of those. Does this have to go up? Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Well, no, because it could go diagonal. Oh, that's vicious. Look at the way that line segment's been drawn. I think that looks possible, doesn't it? That would dodge a 1 here. So I better be a bit careful about that. Okay, but this digit is 5, 6. It can't be 7 because it would go to there. So that is A, because it's on the path. That's B. And the other one is there. Oh dear. Okay. I'm not doing badly. I am going to continue. So does it have to connect there? Yeah, I think that has to connect immediately, doesn't it? Because it can't be 5, 6, 7. That's something we've fully established. Now, right, so this strawberry, sorry, the mango, is not 5, 6, because that's going to break that square. So it's not got 5 on it. So now it needs an odd digit for its consecutive pair, and that odd digit is a 7. And that's going to do what? Nothing, apparently. Oh no. Okay, this digit is at least a 3. That seems to be true. If it's not 3, it could perhaps be 5. If it's not 5, it could perhaps be 6 or 7 or 8. I mean, that's so hopeless. Sorry, I was hoping I would do a lot better than that. That, oh, hang on. The bad naughty digit now is not 5 anymore. Because of this thingy. That's got to be important. Oh, that's great. No, that is great. Because that means, doesn't it, that that A is 5. A is 5. We've just deduced it. Because 6 and 7 are now the naughty pairing. So wherever we see A, we can just write 5 into the grid. 5. 5. Please let me do more than that. A is 5, so 5 is in one of those. Oh, please. That's not 5 anymore. That's 5, so that's not 5. That's extraordinary. It's extraordinary that that doesn't finish the puzzle. I don't believe it. Okay. I don't know what to do with that. Phone still. Come on, Simon. Could we do? I don't know. I'm trying hard, I promise. It might not look like it, but I am. If I knew where B was... Do I know where B is? I know B is in one of those two. But B could be on the segment or not. If that's... I know 7 is on this segment. I can't quite see how to do it. Okay, so maybe we pencil mark column 8. Where we need 5, 6, 7... 5, 6, 7 or 9 into the top position. I don't know. Nearly. 1 is in one of those two squares. I mean, the only way that this can go here is if that is 8 and that is 9. And that would be 1. And this would be 8, 9. And that would be the purple, and it would be 6 or 7. And that would be a purple 6 or 7. And that would do a lot of damage. But if this dips down here into this square, then this square, actually that square would be quite big then. Because it couldn't be 1, 2, 3, 4. That would be at least 5. So that would be at least 6. And that would be at least 7. But I think it could be 7 or 8 very comfortably. So that doesn't help us. There must be something else that I'm not spotting. Oh, here's... there you go. There we go. It's simple. Where's 2 in box 8? There. By Sudoku. Now, can that actually be... No, this can't be on the path, because it would have to be a 1. And 1 is there. So the path goes here, and then down. Now, that therefore means this is 8. This is 9. 9 is on the path. It's not purple. Therefore, 1 goes in the middle of the grid. Snail became a 1. I don't know whether it's the assassin or not. This is now a 6 or a 7 being the other poison digit. And those two digits are not poison. This is poison and is 6 or 7. And this is what I could see earlier was going to give me lots of traction. This is now 5. This is not A, is it? Because A was the 5 digit. This is the naughty old digit. That's the nice old digit. All of the 6 and 7 purples are placed. This is no longer 5 because of Sudoku. Now surely, okay, these two squares now are 9 and 2. So this is no longer 9. This is 5, 6 or 7. Now it's actually 5 because it's got to be the A digit by Sudoku. So that's the A digit by Sudoku. I think all the 5s must be placed. Now this digit is now lower than 5, and the only option seems to be 3, and that's important because now 4 is not available. So we have to go that way, which doesn't help us with the 1, which can be still in either position. I don't believe it. So okay, but that's now 8. Okay, so that's 8 and that's 3. And in this column, this is a 6, 7, 8 triple. But we know that the 7 is up here, so that's a 6, 7, 8 triple in the bottom row. There's all sorts going on now. This is a 1, 9 pair. I was thinking that had to be lower than 3, but that 3 is at the start of the next segment. So this digit is, it looks like it could be 3 actually. It's 3. If it's not 3, it's 6 at least. 6, 7. It can't be 8 because that would be 9. 3, 6, 7 for that digit. And that digit is then 4, 5, 6, 7 or 8. Oh no, look, and that's a 6, 7, 8 triple in the row. Ah, but hang on, do I know whether that's B? Apparently not. Right, let's do the bottom row again then. So 6, 7, 8, 1, 3, 9 into the gaps. So this square is 3 or 9. No. This square's 1, 6 or 7. Oh, hang on, no, I don't trust that because I've got a 1 in the middle now. Ah, hang on. There's some stuff going on Sudoku-wise we hadn't spotted. So, what have we not put in this column? 3. It's got to go there. No, we've put 3 in. Don't do that. Oh, what is it then? 9. It's 9. Okay, so that's a 3, naked single. That's huge. 1, 9. Is it? Okay, this is now 6 or 7 visited. This is... Oh, we don't know. Okay, but if that's... Yeah, okay, we know that's 8. We know this is B. Because it's not that one. So, I've got a 6, 7 pair here. This is now 8. That's done it. That's done it. Because now on the mango, all the purples have to be 7. Oh, this is wonderful, isn't it? So this is 6. I think all of these have to be, all the B digits have to be 6. But I've got to be a bit careful down in that corner because something weird's going on here. That's the 6 and that's the 8. And I think that is how to get out of the way of the immortal snail assassin. It's just a brilliant puzzle. It's a brilliant puzzle and a brilliant idea, and I loved every moment of it. Look how many souls it's already garnered. Everybody loves it. Not surprised. VikingPrime, take a bow. That was stunning. Oh, have I finished the path? Let me just make sure. I can't go through the 7, obviously. So the monkey goes... It looks like I have put in all the segments. Yeah. Fantastic stuff. Let's say, let me know in the comments how you got on with it. I enjoy the comments, especially when they're kind. And we'll be back later with another edition of Cracking the Cryptic.